Tonight, you're going to get into bed. You're going to pull the covers up. And right before you close your eyes, you're going to check the closet door. Most people do. They won't admit it, but they do. But the real answer is far stranger than silly. Your brain isn't checking the closet because of a monster. It's checking it because of 100,000 years of nights that actually killed people. For almost all of human history, the dark wasn't decoration. It was the most dangerous part of every single day. No streetlights, no locks, just a fire, and whatever waited outside its light. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied the Jew Huanzi people of the Kalahari. During the day, their talk was practical. But at night, around the fire, it turned to stories about danger and the unseen. Wiesner argued this nighttime storytelling trained generations of children to take darkness seriously, the ones who didn't always make it to adulthood. So if your ancestors who feared the dark were the ones who survived to have children, what did you inherit? The fear. Not the explanation, just the fear. Psychologists call this agency detection. Your brain assumes an unexplained movement might be something with intentions. Imagine walking through tall grass and hearing a rustle. It's the wind, or it's a predator. Assume wind and you're wrong. You're dead. Assume predator and you're wrong. You just felt silly. That math is brutal. Assuming danger costs almost nothing. Assuming safety can cost everything. Researcher Randolph Nesse describes fear as a smoke detector, deliberately oversensitive. It goes off for fires and for burnt toast alike, because a false alarm is cheap and a missed fire is catastrophic. Your closet door is burnt toast. Your brain just knows there's an unexplained dark space, and unexplained dark spaces used to mean something with teeth. This isn't only an adult quirk. Psychologist Jerome Kagan found a fear of darkness and unfamiliar shapes shows up in children across wildly different cultures, regardless of what they watched or were taught. That's the signature of something ancient. Around 2 million years ago, your ancestors weren't the top predator. Big cats and hyenas hunted at night. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham argues controlled fire created the first version of a safe zone. Inside the light, you were okay. Outside it, you weren't. A closet is a small dark space inside an otherwise safe room. To the oldest part of your brain, that looks exactly like the edge of the firelight. You're not afraid of the clothes. You're afraid of the boundary. Knowing a closet is empty is a fact your rational cortex can hold just fine. But fear comes from somewhere older. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux describes a fast pathway straight to the amygdala that skips thinking entirely, built purely for speed, because in a real emergency, thinking is a luxury you might not survive. That shortcut still fires tonight, even with the door locked and a phone in your hand. It's running code a few 100,000 years old, never updated. Why the closet specifically? It checks every box your threat detector flags. Concealment, darkness, proximity. A closed door converts an unknown into a solved question. Your brain isn't being irrational. It's doing exactly its job, just aimed at a target that's no longer dangerous. And you do this everywhere, not just at night. You check your phone for a reply that hasn't come. You replay a conversation for the moment it went wrong. You feel dread at an email that just says, "Can we talk?" None of these have teeth, but your brain treats unresolved situations exactly like an unlit closet. The unknown itself is the trigger, not the actual danger. That's why shutting the door feels like relief, even though nothing was ever inside. You didn't eliminate a threat. You eliminated an unknown. To a brain built by 100,000 generations of nights that could kill you, those used to be the same thing. So tonight, when you check that door one more time, you're not being childish. You're running a program written by every ancestor who survived long enough to pass it down to you. The dark hasn't changed in 1 million years. You have. The closet just hasn't gotten the memo.